Hey buddy, so I'm coming at you with another gear video. This one is about a little amp that I like to have around the house for those times when we lose electricity, either a storm or an idiot hitting a pole in my neighborhood. And I still want to be able to play. I don't own any acoustic guitars, so I still like to be able to play on those electrics that I have. So right here I have a Blackstar Fly 3, the original black. Um, all plastic case, okay, and it runs off of 6 AAA batteries, okay. You can use alkaline or nickel metal hydride as recommended by Blackstar, and that's right in there. On the back here is the DC plug-in, which the DC power supply is an additional accessory, comes separate. Then there is the extension speaker. So this could be attached to the Fly 3 extension cab. It has another 3-inch speaker. And it has the ability to go from a 3-watt amp to a 6-watt. So you can have 2 speakers in combination. Okay. Over here we have the controls. We have the input. Over here we have the power. This is push in. We have the emulated line out and headphones, and we have an MP3 line in, so if you want to add some music to like a backing track to play with. We have the gain here. It kind of also doubles as like a volume. Okay, this is a push button here for the channel selection. Down is overdrive, up is the clean channel. We have the volume here. This is the ISF, it's the infinite shape. So how this works is dead center at 12 o'clock, it's kind of neutral. And the way they explain it is if you dial it to the right, it sounds like a British style amp. And to the left is an American sounding amp. So the best way to describe this is to the right, it gives you a warmer, fuller sound with more mids to it. To the left, it sounds a little hollow. It's got scooped mids to it. That's how I can best describe that. This little tiny little dial right here, okay, is the level of the delay, okay, and here is the time for the delay controls. I think it probably would have been better off if they put the delay here versus how they have it. So you're going to control the little time here, but that's the way I did it. It works either way, but preferably I would have put, the time thing there, because you're not really going to dial that much. So you would the level. Okay, so as I mentioned, I have the Blackstar power supply, and that plugs right in to the back here. Now, if you are using battery power, according to Blackstar, on 50 hours of battery life at low volumes, or down to 4 hours on maximum volume. So 4 to 50 hours. I guess that could determine on the quality of your battery too. So all right, let's get to it. I brought a guitar to plug in. You can hear how it sounds. This little cable I made. All right. For this video, I have brought out my 2019 BC Rich Shredzilla Extreme. This is the guitar I'll be using. Okay. It's in D standard with Fishman Fluence modern pickups. In voice 1. Okay. So we'll turn this on. We'll go through all the different settings and sounds. Alright. So right now the volume is all the way down. So I will turn that volume up a little bit. Okay, notice it does nothing. That's why I mentioned this gain also kind of doubles as a volume. So we'll just go by little bit by little bit. A little bit of gain, a little bit of volume. Okay, now let's put a little bit of effect to that. So add a little delay. We'll adjust the time. Increase those. I'll turn that all the way up. Alright. Now, we turn this gain up a little bit more. Starts to get a little crunchy. I'll turn that all the way up here on the clean channel. Alright, and the volume a little bit. There we go. Kind of like a light distortion. Okay, now if I turn this a little bit more to the right, you hear that shape function. And then likewise the other way. That sounds like my cable's cutting out a little bit. Alright, I'm going to turn this back. I'm going to put this back to the middle. Now we're going to go to the Overdrive channel. So we're going to some gain. Again. 3/4. And all the way. let's play around this shape function. So now I have it center, halfway to the right for bridge tone. And all the way. Gives you like a full warm sound. I'm going to turn the gain back as I turn the volume up, because it does sound like it'll break up and sound like crap, to be honest with you. So this is halfway. And go back towards the American sound. Halfway to the American sound. All the way to the American sound. Take some effects off of that. Yeah, we can also so that's halfway. Let's turn that volume up a little bit. Okay, starting to get a little fuzz there. that is the Blackstar Fly 3. I hope you came to watch a video about this and not so much about my playing. But it is a fun little amp to have, especially when you have lost power and you still want to practice or entertain yourself or others. It's a nice little thing to take out with you on the road, go on a little road trip, or going camping. You want to take a little amp with you. It does great for that. Little generators. You use it with the battery, like a lithium-ion battery thing, like a battery gasless generator. You can plug it right into one of those things. It's a nice little amp to have around, or even if you still got power and you just want to play around with something, maybe at low volumes, or plug your headphones into, and it's small, so it can fit in a little carry-on, little bag, a little backpack, whatever. Take it over to your friend's house or party or whatever. But the one downside I would say to this is the obvious, that it sounds like a plastic amp. Okay, that's the only downside. This is metal here, but obviously the rest of it's all plastic. Unfortunately, there's really not much of a way for me to take all the insides out and build a wooden case for it. But I bet if it had a wooden enclosure, it would sound a little boomier, a little better. Wouldn't come across as hollow and some of the controls. And from my understanding, hooking this up to a second speaker, another 3-inch speaker, does help with some of that early breakup, where the speaker just is being overworked. It'll sound a little bit cleaner at louder volumes if you have 2 of these in stereo versus the 1 speaker by itself. But there's not too many speakers you can get for this. So that is my take on the Blackstar Fly 3. I like it. It's pretty cool to have around here. It never hurts to have a small mini amp to have around the house for anything, or just be able to just grab and go. I keep mine in a Pelican style plastic case. Actually, it's a case of Harbor Freight that's just like it, but I keep mine in one of those cases. Has the pick and pull foam. So I have my Blackstar in there. I have the power supply. I have the batteries, and I have my cable. So it's like a nice little travel rig. I have it all ready to just get out and go somewhere with it if I wanted to. Keeps it safe from water and dust and stuff when I'm not playing with it. All right. I'm going to have to show you guys that eventually. But that is the Blackstar Fly 3. All right. Have a nice day.